Rainmaker's niece.
The Muscatine City Council will come to order. Fran, would you do a roll call, please?
Councilmembers Raywalt.
Present.
Fitzgerald.
Present.
Nottvig.
Present.
Sahadi.
Present.
Bynum.
Present.
Phillips. Present. Spread.
Present.
All present, Your Honor.
Very good. Folks, would you rise and join me in our Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Isn't that the definition of insanity?
Thank you and welcome, everyone.
That's dumb. I'm sorry.
Couple items right away here tonight. I would like to introduce you to the city's new communications director, Emily Lofgren.
Get a camera shot.
Thanks, Emily.
Put her at the podium.
Also, under number 4, citizens communication, we have a young gentleman here tonight that has a message he'd like to give out to us. Corey? You have to come up here, yes.
Here's the range, $15,000 raise, and doesn't much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. My name is Corey Dahlfelt, and I would like to, pardon me, thank the City Council and you, Mr. Mayor, for the approval of the proclamation to declare September as Child Cancer Awareness Month. And this is my son, Hayden Dahlfelt.
Hi, Hayden.
I think that's all.
Hayden, can we borrow that binky when you're done?
They want to borrow your binky.
Yeah.
Can you borrow your binky? Oh, man.
Okay, Mayor, you got the challenge, buddy.
That would keep the mayor quiet for a while, I hope.
Thank you again.
You bet, Corey, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
If there's anyone in council chambers that has an issue or an item they want to discuss with council that is not included on tonight's agenda, now would be the time to come forward. Tell us your name and your address, please. Very good. Item number 5, consent agenda. The following items are considered to be routine by the city council and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a council member so requests, in which event the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda, which includes items 6A, items 8A through E, items 9A and B, items 12A through D, and tonight's bills totaling $1,627,558.56?
So moved, Your Honor.
Motion by Osama.
Second.
Second, Tom. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Okay, moving down to item 7. 7A, proposed vacation of utility in the Riverbend addition on Baton Rouge Road. A request has been received to vacate a 10-foot wide utility easement composed of 2 adjoining 5-foot utility easements located on lots 3 and 4 of the Riverbend 5th Edition on Baton Rouge Road. The property owner plans to combine these 2 parcels, making these utility easements unnecessary. Prior to any formal action by City Council, a public hearing is required, and now is the time for the public to comment. Is there any discussion from anyone in council chambers?
Move to close.
Motion to close.
Second.
Pat, and a second, Phil. And I guess that's all. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carried 7-0. Item 11, 11A, which is a resolution vacating certain utility easements on Lot 3 and 4 of the Riverbend 5th Edition on Baton Rouge Road. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved.
Jeanette,
Second.
Second, Bob. Any discussion? This is a roll call vote, beginning with Jeanette.
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Osama?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Phil?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
And Tom?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item B, presented for City Council's consideration is a resolution approving the final plat for the Riggins subdivision. This property is located at the northwest corner of the intersection of 49th Street and Stewart Road, but within 2 miles of the city of Muscatine. Approval of this subdivision will allow the existing uses to continue. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Osama.
Second, Your Honor.
Second, Phil. Any discussion? Also a roll call vote, beginning with Osama.
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Phil?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
And Bob.
Aye.
Carried 7-0. Item C, presented for City Council's consideration is a resolution relating to the financing of certain proposed projects to be undertaken by the City of Muscatine and establishing compliance with reimbursement bond regulations under the Internal Revenue Code. The IRS requires that cities identify projects that may be financed in whole or in part through the issuance of general obligation bonds. Bids have been received on several of the projects to be funded in whole or in part from the city's next bond issue scheduled for spring of 2016. The projected additional local share of the cost of these projects has been included as part of this resolution. Is there a motion to adopt this resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Oh, boy, I had everybody at once there. I'll give it to Tom, and second, Scott. Any discussion? A roll call beginning with Tom.
Aye.
Nick?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Osama?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Phil?
Aye.
And Mike?
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item D, presented for City Council's consideration is a resolution approving the contract and bond for the Diana Queen Drive Extension Project.
He's good.
City Council took action to award the contract to Hire Construction in the amount of $227,679.78 at its August 6, 2015 City Council meeting. It is now necessary to approve the contract and bond for the project. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So move.
Bob?
Second.
Second, Jeanette. Any discussion? This also is a roll call, beginning with Bob.
Aye.
Osama.
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Phil?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
And Tom?
Aye.
And Jeanette.
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item E, presented for City Council's consideration is a resolution authorizing the assessment of unpaid abatement costs to private properties. Periodically, the city takes action to assess unpaid nuisance abatement costs and rental inspection fees to private properties. The fee being requested for assessment at this time totals $8,562.72. Is there a motion to adopt this resolution as submitted?
So moved.
Osama.
Second.
Second, Scott. Any discussion? Also a roll call, beginning with Osama.
Aye.
Scott.
Aye.
Phil.
Aye.
Mike.
Aye.
Tom.
Aye.
Jeanette.
Aye.
And Bob.
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item F, presented for City Council's consideration is a request to approve an engineering services agreement for the Musser Park to Wiggins Road Trail. To expedite the design of this new trail route, a proposal was solicited from Lutz Engineering to develop a new plan and profile sheets for the trail. The proposed is an amount. The proposal is an amount not to exceed $13,000 and also includes the fee to design and coordinate the Dick Drake Way trail crossing with the Canadian Pacific Railroad. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
I heard Phil over there. Second, Bob? Is that accurate? Bob, did you second?
Yes.
Okay. Any discussion, council? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, nay? Carried 7-0. Item G, presented for City Council's consideration is a request to approve a federal aid agreement between the City of Muscatine and the Iowa Department of Transportation for the Mulberry Avenue Reconstruction Project. State and federal funding will be used to pay for a portion of the Mulberry Avenue reconstruction project from Palms Drive to Hauser Street. In order to complete the federal aid process, it is necessary to approve and submit the federal aid agreement to the Iowa DOT. Federal funds available for this project through the Bi-State Regional Planning Commission total $1.2 million. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Tom?
Second.
Second, Jeanette. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Item H, presented for City Council's consideration is a request to accept a grant agreement between the City of Muscatine and the Iowa Department of Transportation for electrical improvements at the municipal airport. The city was notified that the IDOT has approved the application for updates to the airport electrical system. The project consists of a grounding grid, a surge protection, and a new regulator. The grant agreement will permit the city to design and construct the electrical improvements with a total state allocation of $61,625 with a local match of $10,875 for a total project cost of $72,500. Construction is anticipated to begin the late fall of 2015. Local funding for this project is being added to the spring 2016 bond issue. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted?
So moved.
Scott?
Second, Your Honor.
Second, Osama. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Item I, presented for City Council's consideration is a request from the Parks and Recreation Department to approve the City of Muscatine deer hunt for the 2015-2016 season. The hunt will run from September 19th, 2015 through January 10th, 2016. Hunters will be required to pass a proficiency test. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Bill, second?
Second.
Second, Jeanette. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Item J, presented for City Council's consideration is a request to authorize the submission of a REAP grant application for the Boat Harbor and Trail Embankment Restoration Project. The city currently has $20,000 budgeted for riprapping the harbor wall, and $70,000 for riprapping the levee from Pearl City Station to the Millennium Plaza. Staff is requesting City Council approve the submittal of a REAP grant application of $125,000 available through the Iowa Department of Natural Resources to assist with this project and to replace the long dock in the harbor at no additional cost to the city. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Tom? Tom. And Bob, would you like the second?
Yes.
All right. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. And we are now down to item 14, communication from council members, and we'll begin with Councilman Raywald.
Mr. Mayor, any news or updates on the CAP grant?
None that I'm aware of.
Andrew met or participated in the last month, or did you as well? Got an update from Andrew on the last phone call meeting, the next one probably in person, September 9th. Anything you'd like to highlight from that phone call conversation? There was one item regarding the Arts Center, and they did receive the grant for $360,000 from the Carver Trust. $200,000 of that goes to HVAC. They are still looking at requesting additional funds from the Arts Center. We need to have a conversation with staff and determine exactly what they're looking for. The original plan and the original application indicate that the Arts Center was going to come up with $200,000 towards the HVAC portion, whether that be from trust or grant or other sources of funds. So we need to clarify exactly what they're looking for, and however, the CAC grant committee has flexibility to amend or modify the requirements of the GAT grant at their convenience or at their will. So we'll do a little more research and let everybody know.
When's the decision going to be made?
When you get to that magic number of around 18% is what they're looking for, roughly, as a local. Right. They're going to put in roughly 18% of the project. Once you get to 82% is when they'll pull the trigger, make a recommendation, and begin contract negotiations with the community.
Okay, well, when do you think that will happen?
Dog Park continued to fundraise. We'll need to continue to fundraise locally. Obviously, the Art Center was very successful with their grant application. Where are we right now? Do you recall?
Write a check. Ooh.
So, this is probably not going to happen then, huh?
No, not at all.
Oh, no, it'll
It's a long-term process.
Yeah.
For a number of communities. And in fact, when we were there in Algona, the community that was awarded their contract had been in negotiation, or for how long, do you recall?
There's some that have been in there for years, so
Right.
it is a long term.
You want to, the reason we went in when we did is because we wanted to get under the wire and before there was a potential for those funds to go away. So we got in with the application knowing that it would be a long-term process, so.
That's for sure.
Anything else, Mike?
Oh, thank you.
Okay, Phil?
Nothing at this time, Your Honor.
Scott?
Nothing, thank you.
Osama?
I have nothing tonight, thank you.
Bob?
Mayor, there has been an event going on this week. The Muscatine Firefighters Association teamed up for the MDA boot drive. It started Wednesday night at Boonies, that they bus tables and help wait a little bit. Thursday and Friday night will also be a part of their boot drive where they will be standing outside of Walmart parking lot as well as the Hy-Vee parking lot collecting funds as well. I encourage everybody to come out to participate and dig deep in your pockets. Thank you.
Bet. Jeanette?
Nothing, thank you.
Tom?
Nothing this evening, Your Honor.
Okay. Greg?
Just a reminder to the public and council, of course, and staff knows. September 1st, 5:30, Riverview Center. Dan Burden will be here, and we'll have kickoff Mississippi Drive project. Had a lot of good conversation tonight at Central State Community
Central
Bank.
State.
I had it on there.
Whoa.
Community Bank and
Big
Trust.
apologies.
Excellent event tonight.
And where was that? Where was that at?
But not
Community Bank and
memorable.
Trust at their wonderful new facility
Yes.
out by Hy-Vee. Had a lot of positive comments on Mississippi Drive and appreciating the city moving that project forward. So a lot of good comments. So
Anything else?
I should just keep quiet. I think
Fran?
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
And I have nothing. Is there any other business, council? Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Is adjourned.
We all missed
Good thing you weren't.